Okay, so we're going to show how a constant rate of change is going to hit. What we're going to do is we're going to build bridges. So I'm using this piece of paper here, and I folded it 1 inch up. So we're going to kind of contain our variables a little bit. And what we're going to do is, and I've measured it, so it's exactly 1 inch, and we're going to place it 2 inches on top of books that are similar. So we're going to place it in 2 inches in. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this cup and I'm going to put it in between. And we're going to put it in between, and what we're going to do is we're going to see how many pennies we can add to the weight of this bridge before it's going to collapse. Now remember, we're going to record this as we go along. So right now we have one, let me set this up. We have one, this will be a number of paper. This will be number of pennies. Okay, and that's what we got going right now. We have one paper, and we're gonna see how many pennies we can put into this. So I'm gonna move this up a little bit. There we go. How many pennies that we can put into this before it decides that it's going to collapse on us, okay? All right, so let's start adding pennies. Here's one, I'm gonna put it in, oh, so basically 1 penny makes it collapse, okay? So with one piece of paper, we have 1 penny making it collapse. So now we're gonna do it again, but this time we're gonna use it with 2 pieces of paper. So I'm gonna set myself up here. I've got 2 pieces of paper, which I'm gonna fold at the 1 inch mark, just like we said, so that we have variables that are the same. Okay, and I'm gonna put this here on our books. Okay, at the 2 inch mark. I'm gonna put our cup in there, and now we're gonna start to add pennies again. So this time I'm gonna add 1 penny, still standing. 2 pennies, we're still standing. 3 pennies, it's starting to go. It hasn't got quite collapsed. Maybe it's collapsing, but let's see if we can get 4 totally collapsed. So we'll say it collapses at 4. We'll say 3 to 4. 3, it started to collapse, but at 4, we had full collapsing. Okay? All right. Let's do it again. This time, we're going to take 3 pieces of paper. I'm going to fold it at the 1 inch mark. We're going to place it right there again at our 2 inches in. We're going to add, we're going to keep our bridges straight, and we're going to put our cup in the middle. Okay, we're going to start adding our pennies once again. So here we go. We got 1 penny in, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 4 pennies. It's, okay, we're still going. 5 pennies and 6 pennies. It took 6 pennies, so we're going to go 6 here. Okay, and that was at 3 pieces of paper. We're going to do it one more time with 4 pieces of paper. Okay. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper. Now, if you were in class with me, you would be doing this experiment on your own with a team of people. You would be building your bridges and figuring out how much it would take. So now this time we're at 4 pieces of paper. We're going to see how many pennies, what's happening each time, okay? So you got 1, you got to be very gentle putting them in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, starting to go. 9, it's totally collapsed. So we're going to say 8 to 9. All right. So looking at this, I'm going to want you to think about some things. I want you to make a prediction. What's going to happen if I only had 2.5 layers? Okay, 2.5 layers. Make a guess of what you think will happen. All right. So I'm going to ask you to do one more guessing. I want to make you have a guess at what it's going to take that if we put 6 pieces of paper together, okay? So let me get 6 pieces of paper. You've made your prediction. I've got 6 pieces of paper here. Gonna fold it at the 1-inch mark. Get rid of the 4, get rid of my pennies. Okay, so I'm gonna set these guys up straight again. Okay, set up my bridge straight. Okay, and put my cup in the middle. You've made your prediction of how many pennies it'll take. Okay, I think that's smack in the middle there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's starting to go. 11, it's starting to go. It's probably going to collapse. 12. Okay, so we're going to say 12. Okay, so if we started, we know that it was going to pretty much collapse here. So we'll say 12, 9, 6, 3,